Yes, yes.
What are you doing with a knife?
It's the grammar, Toby. The grammar's making me do it.
Oh my gosh, get him away from me. The adjective cleft means split apart, and it comes from the verb to cleave, which means to cut into two. This, for example, is a meat cleaver, and we use it to cleave or cut meat.
And this is a sentence cleaver, which we use to cleave sentences.
So, a cleft sentence is a sentence that has been cut into two parts.
With a big knife like this.
No, I can't do this today. Now, it's going to be a long video. My name is Toby, this is Smash English, and here is everything that you need to know about cleft sentences. Before we talk about cleft sentence, we need to talk about something that is known as end focus. In an English sentence, we typically put known or given information at the beginning of the sentence, and at the end of the sentence we put new or emphasized information. This makes sentences much easier for our little brains to understand. Let me show you what I mean. Oh, hello. I would like to open an account, please. Was that good? Did I do that well? Okay, madame, to open a new account, fill out the online form and upload a copy of your photo ID. Here I have put the given or known information in red and the new information in green. Notice how we always go from the old to the new. If we break this rule, then it can make our sentences much more difficult to understand. Let me show you what I mean. Oh, hello. I would like to open an account, please. Was that better? Filling out the online form and uploading a copy of your photo ID are required to open a new account. Notice how now we are moving from unfamiliar information to familiar information, and as a result, the sentence feels really confusing. So yeah, this is end focus. This is about how in English we typically move from the old or the familiar to the new and emphasized. But what does this have to do with cleft sentences? Well, cleft sentences allow us to purposefully break or emphasize this end focus rule for corrections or emphasis. Let us start with our first type of cleft sentence, the it-cleft.
Oh, let's get cleaving.
No, stop it. Right, guys, one of you has been spying on me at night. Right, here we go again.
I don't know, Bruce, is it you?
Obviously not, Duke. Put the knife away. No, not Bruce. It is Duke that has been spying on me. What a surprise. Boom, look at that. Monica has broken the end focus rule. Check out this sentence. It is Duke that has been spying on me. Here, the familiar, given, known information is actually at the end. Everyone already knew that someone had been spying on Monica because she told us during the conversation. Monica is intentionally breaking the end focus rule to emphasize that it's Duke that has been spying on her. And this is why we use an it-cleft, to emphasize something or to correct someone who has made a mistake.
Let us take a look at the grammar. It plus be plus the focused element plus a that or who clause with the given, old, or known information. You can do this to emphasize a person. It wasn't me who left the door unlocked. You can do this to emphasize a place. It was in Paris that I finally proposed to her. You can do this to emphasize an object. I like the style of the dress, but, well, it is the colour that ruins it. And you can do this to emphasize a reason. It was Toby's fantastic teaching that saved my Cambridge exam.
Oh my god, Duke, I can totally see you.
I'm not looking at you, Monica. Don't worry. I'm just I'm watching the TV.
No, you're not. It's me you're watching. Notice how here Monica didn't use the relative pronoun that. This is because Monica has clefted the object. As a result, you are watching me, the object, becomes it is me you are watching. There is no need to say it is me, that, or who you are watching because we're clefting the object, not the subject. However, when we cleft the subject, we must include the relative pronoun. Duke is spying on me would become it is Duke that is spying on me because Duke is the subject. We cannot say it is Duke is spying on me. No, because Duke is the subject, and if we cleft the subject, we must include the relative pronoun. Let us take a look at some more examples, and you decide whether we need to include the relative pronoun or not.
Our original sentence is the loud music woke up the neighbours. So, what would our cleft be? It was the loud music that woke up the neighbours. Here, you must use that. The sentence would be incorrect without it, as the loud music is the subject of our original sentence. Our original sentence is she ordered the chocolate cake. What would the cleft be? It was the chocolate cake she ordered. Here the sentence is okay without that, as chocolate cake is our object. Let's have a look at another one. Our original sentence is the new coach motivated the whole team. What would the cleft be? It was the new coach who motivated the whole team. Here we must keep that or who because the new coach is the subject of our original sentence and it is what we are clefting. And let's look at one more example. Our original sentence is they chose Barcelona for their honeymoon. The cleft would be it was Barcelona they chose for their honeymoon. Again, we do not need that because Barcelona is our object and not our subject.
Oh my gosh, Mr. Toby, can you stop him? Stop who? Duke! It's him that's following me home every night and then watching me. Ew! No way, he's playing with a knife, Monica. I'm not getting involved in that. Right, okay, I'm emailing the police.
Dear Mr. Policeman, it was 4 days ago that Duke started stalking me. I have done everything I can to make him stop, but he continues to hide in the bushes outside my house every evening, watching me through the window while I watch TV. I'm really scared, and I don't know what else to do. Please, I need your help. Monica.
Notice here how Monica's focused element is the adverb. 4 days ago. Clefting adverbs is very common in historical and journalistic writing. It was in 1492 that Christopher Columbus first reached America. It was during the reign of Queen Elizabeth I that England began its rise as a major naval power. It was at the Battle of Waterloo that Napoleon's ambitions were finally crushed. Here, the cleft acts as a sort of framing device for the new information introduced at the end of the sentence. So, if you need to write an article or a piece on a historical event, then the It-cleft is your best friend. So, cherish him, love him, worship him. Now let us talk about our second type of cleft, the Wh-cleft, the WH-cleft, the question word cleft. Call it what you want, but I like calling it the Wh-cleft.
Hello. I'm here to speak to a certain Monica.
Oh my goodness. Yes, Bruce. What do you want?
I am part of the police, Madame Monica.
No, you're not. You're a loser alcoholic.
Monica, that is really hurtful. I am a police volunteer, and I understand that you have a problem that maybe I can help you with.
What I want, Bruce, is a real policeman, not some loser in a stupid hat.
Hey, don't insult the hat, Monica. The hat was expensive.
Yeah, okay, Bruce, it's not the hat that is the problem, okay? It's the idiot that's under it. Have a look at Monica's example here. I want a real policeman has become what I want is a real policeman. Notice how this cleft actually follows the end focus rule that we discussed at the beginning of the video. The new information is coming at the end. In fact, what I want is a real policeman is a longer sentence than I want a real policeman. We're extending the sentence to push the new information further back to increase the emphasis. Let us make a Wh-cleft and an It-cleft from the same sentence. This will allow us to make a comparison on when it is best to use either an It-cleft or a Wh-cleft. Our original sentence is, I want a real policeman. The It-cleft would be, it is a real policeman I want. Notice how the new information is positioned at the front of the sentence. This would most likely be used for a correction. What do you want, Monica? Do you want an ice cream? No, it is a real policeman I want. Yeah. To make a Wh-cleft, we would say, what I want is a real policeman. And this follows the end focus rule. As a result, the Wh-cleft is a lot more common in informal spoken English. Oh yeah, and if you want to, in a Wh-cleft, you can switch the clauses round. You could say, a real policeman is what I want. It changes the emphasis slightly. So, have fun with that as well, I guess, if you enjoy it. However, this follows the same emphatic structure as an It-cleft. I would mostly say, a real policeman is what I want, to correct someone. So then, let us take a look at the grammar.
Question word plus subject plus verb plus be plus focused information. For example, I hate people who talk during movies would become, what I hate is people who talk during movies. We need a better plan would become, what we need is a better plan. We first met in Tokyo would become, where we first met was Tokyo. And lastly, no one knew why the fire started could become, why the fire started was a mystery.
Duke, I have received a report that you have been seen outside of Monica's residence. Is this true?
Yes, officer. I was watching her TV.
I see. Monica, it could be that there is a simple explanation for all of this. Was the TV on at the time?
Yeah, this girl likes an episode or two of Gossip Girl, obviously. Hello!
Exactly. So?
Well, what I suggest you do is turn the TV off.
Oh my goodness, are you serious right now? Take a look at this cleft here. Well, what I suggest that you do is, turn the TV off. Here, Bruce isn't actually using a cleft sentence to emphasize anything. Instead, he is using it to buy himself some time so that he can think about what he's going to say before saying it. This is another very common use of the Wh-cleft in conversational English. It signals to other speakers that we are initiating our turn to talk. It prevents them from interrupting, but it also gives us time to formulate our response, or what we are going to say. For example, what do you think about studying without Smash English? Well, what I think is that, studying without Smash English is terrible. However, you wouldn't need a cleft here because you would very quickly say, it's terrible, because that's obvious. You don't need to think about it. Duh.
Oi, Duke, stop! In the name of the law.
But she has the TV on, officer. It is for this reason that I'm here.
Duke, what is going to happen is this. You are going to come back to the station with me and we're going to talk, all right?
Police, who's there? Toby, what are you doing here?
What I am doing is making sure that you two leave Monica alone. What are you doing? She's the only woman that works for us. You can't treat her like this.
Well, excuse me, Toby, I am protecting Monica in my professional capacity as a policeman officer, all right?
I'm just watching TV.
With a knife?
Yeah, for the grammar. Cleft sentences. I cleave, I cut. I am the grammar man.
All I want is a peaceful evening by myself. Now, go away! And this brings me to the final type of cleft sentence. The all-cleft.
And here is the grammar. All plus clause plus be plus focused element. Here, all means the only thing. So, I only need a break becomes all I need is a break. I only said hello would become all I said was hello.
We also frequently do this with the verb did, and it's usually to defend yourself. For example, how could you betray me like this? God, calm down. All I did was eat your carrot.
Okay, I've had enough of this. I'm gonna do it, don't make me. Oh my diddy donuts, Toby, she's got a gun. I'm out of here.
Yeah, me too. Bye, Toby.
Monica, wait! Oh my God! All I did was try to help. What's wrong with you?
And with that, we are finished. That was all you need to know about cleft sentences. Subscribe and stuff. Okay, bye.